الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين والعاقبة للمتقين أما بعد. We find that there is no one that is more appreciative of what we do than Allah Azza wa Jal is whenever His ibad, whenever His slaves do something for His sake. I repeat, there is nobody in this dunya that is more appreciative of what another person does for their sake than Allah Azza wa Jal is whenever His slaves do something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When a person, despite committing horrendous amount of sins, they realize their mistakes and then they place their forehead at the feet of their Rabb. That is the state that is most beloved to Allah Azza wa Jal. In this dunya, all the people demand from us, no matter what field you go into, are the results. And a person is judged and assessed by the results that they are producing. If a person is constantly producing good results, then he is judged and assessed to be a capable person. And if a person is constantly not producing results, rather he is failing in the end, then he is considered and judged to be a failure. That is not the case with our Rabb Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah never demands results from His slaves, from His people. The only thing Allah Azza wa Jal demands is the effort, is the work, amount of time that a person has put in. The result is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we see when a person is cooking up their resume and they're writing up all of their accolades and all of their achievements and experience or whatever, nobody writes in their resume that I graduated from this university and oh man, it was so hard. I was sleep deprived for the most of the time. It took me, it took all of my mental ability and power to finally plow through the last semester. And I was almost at the edge and this and that. Nobody writes that because nobody cares. Nobody cares how long it took you to do that or how difficult it was to do that or how difficult your job was. The only thing they care is what's your experience, where you graduated from, and this and that. The result, what the outcome of your effort. That's everybody looks at and sees in this dunya. How beautifully Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran in Surah An-Najm, وَأَن لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَاهُ وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. That a man will get nothing except for that which he makes an effort for. وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. And his effort Allah will soon show him on the day of judgment, the sa'i. وَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْآخِرَةَ وَسَعَى لَهَا سَعْيَهَا وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ فَأُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ سَعْيُهُمْ مَشْكُورًا. Allah says a person who intends for the hereafter and then he makes an effort for it, makes an effort to please Allah Azza wa Jal. And these are the people, while they are in the state of Iman, كَانَ سَعْيُهُمْ مَشْكُورًا. Their effort will be much appreciated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a lesson Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us, that the standards of the people of dunya are completely different than the standards of Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah only wants you to make an effort, to take out some time for Him. And in the end, if you succeed or not, in the end, if you see the results for your effort or not, Allah does not care about that. Allah says that is in my hand. If I see that your effort is sincere enough, it's worthy enough, then I will give the outcome and I will give the result as well. But if the results does not come, do not despair, do not lose hope. Because still, it is really the journey that matters in the end. That the amount of effort, amount of time that you're making out and taking out for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah looks at that and based upon that, He makes decisions regarding our akhirah. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the tawfiq to understand this. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.